showtime. Woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Silent and profiling. Woo, woo, it's live and in color. Woo!
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report on the Buffalo Fan Base Network. I'm your host, Tommy, to the highest degree, to the T.O.P. from the 313. And normally I would say, and by my side is my main man, my Toucan Sam, the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. But Mr. Mikey had a non-contact injury. So it's just me and you guys tonight. And how do you feel? How y'all feel? What did I say? Did I not call that, Scott? Did I not call that, Scott? I said 41-13. Man, I was too nice. And I gave him some extra points there. Shame on me. Shame on me. And yes, pure domination. Prayers for Dane. Thank you for saying that. Big prayers to Dane. That was a little bit of friendly fire there by Tremaine Edmonds. This is football. That happens sometimes. Hopefully it's just precaution, because they did say he was moving his legs and arms and stuff like that. So it could just be precaution. Let's hope for the best there, but I think it'll be okay. Let me get to some of you guys' chat. I have no idea what that means, elbow cough, but yeah. Oh, man, my man Miles Connor right here, by the way, guys. If Kumaro would have scored a touchdown, he would have won $75,000 tonight. He betted some weird, funky bet. Unfortunately for him, it didn't happen. I'm sorry. But I'm glad that you are turning into a Bills fan now. I'm glad you're coming on board to Bills Mafia. I mean, there's no better time. Really. I did, Chewy. I did call the blowout. I told you all. And what did I say the keys to the game were? What did I say? Yes, Beth. Big prayers to Dane. What did I say the keys were? Obviously, stop Derrick Henry, which we did. Like, you guys, Derrick Henry tonight, 13 carries, 25 yards. He averaged 1.9 a carry. He had the one touchdown that, okay, they were at the one. He averaged 1.9. This is what me and Mikey have been talking about since the offseason, when we added all those key pieces on the defensive line. The running attack against this defense will be stopped. That is not going to happen anymore. The days of a running back gashing us for 40 yards, 50 yards, taking it to the house is over. I hope you guys saw that in this game. We totally took Derrick Henry out of the game, put the ball into Ryan Tannehill's hands, right? Made him beat us. And how'd that go? Well, let's see. Ryan Tannehill, 11 for 20, 117 yards, 5.5 average, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Terrible. Exactly what I predicted. Yes, I know. And listen, guys, too, what else I liked was it was a close game there for a minute, right? 7-7. And what did we wind up doing? Ken Dorsey called, once again, a masterful game. Nothing cute out there, but very effective. The only thing I would like to see a little bit more moving forward is Devin Singletary getting the ball a little bit more. Just a little bit. But I'm not going to complain. We put up 41. It's just every time Zach Moss is out there, it just doesn't go too well for the offense. It seems like the offense gets in a better groove when Devin Singletary is out there. Defenses seem to bite a little bit more on play action passes than they do when Zach Moss is in there. Zach Moss, the only thing that sucks is when we're on third and short plays, fourth and one, whatever. like, we can't trust Zach Moss to get a yard. I hate that. Like, I really, really hate that. And you saw tonight, like, that happened on I think we're 0 for 3 on third down, third and ones or something like that. Like, at one point, like, we just could not get that 1 yard. But yeah, they got to keep Singletary out there a little bit more. You know, Moss did have one nice carry towards the end, but overall, it just was just not good for Moss. Moss is continuing to just not be effective when he's out there on the field. So, you know, if that's my only complaint tonight on offense, like, or at least my huge complaint would be that one. Let me get to some of your comments, guys. Oh my God, Gilliam, my Lord, where do the weapons? And yes, and Gilliam, let's get on Gilliam real quick. Kudos to Gilliam and kudos to Josh Allen for throwing Gilliam the ball, even though Gilliam has limited reps with Allen. To trust him there was huge, right? He almost had him on that deep ball. I mean, Allen was just a tad high on that. And if Gilliam would have got a little higher on his jump, he probably would have caught it. But yeah, kudos to Gilliam, man. Big up. What's up with Knox? Knox played well, man. Listen, Knox tonight had let's see here. Let me go to Knox stats. Knox stats. I said stacks, not Knox stats. 4 for 41. That's not a bad game. He wasn't targeted a lot, right? But he averaged 10.3 yards a catch. That's pretty effective, to be honest with you. It's just, here's the deal now. And me and Mikey said that we have a lot of weapons to go to, a ton. So it's kind of hard for Josh Allen to go towards get everybody with big stat line. It's just, it's hard, right? So Stephon Diggs, of course, is the man, and he's going to get his, and he sure did, with 12 receptions, 148 yards, 12.3 average, 3 touchdowns. He was schooling the rookie over there, absolutely dogging him out. There is, by the way, guys, if you don't know, that is Mr. Mikey. Mikey, I was telling him about your non-contact injury. So you guys, prayers to Mikey and his non-contact injury. That's why he's not here tonight. He left me solo. I'm riding this thing solo. You know what me and Mikey gotta do, even though I know it's a Pat McAfee kind of reference, but we gotta have some awards on the show when we do post game. The dog awards, right? Dog. You know who was a dog tonight? Christian Benford. Dog. Right? I mean, dude was tackling everywhere. He is not afraid of a challenge. I mean, man, what more could I tell you? Tackling Derrick Henry behind the line, making big hits on the receivers. Dude was about it in this game. Absolute dog. A steal of a draft pick. I mean, I think Kaiir Elam's still going to be good. But this guy is just a dog. And then I got another one for you. And he's actually, I tweeted this out. I gotta say, I got a man crush on somebody, and that is Jordan Phillips, man. Jordan Phillips brings it. There's something about Buffalo, right, that he plays like an absolute dog, right? I mean, man, Mikey coming in, Elam. Yes. I'm going to get to everybody. Oh, man, there's so many dogs. Elam tackle Henry at least twice. Yeah, man, listen, guys, tonight was some serious stuff, man. And by the way, shout out to Jordan Poyer once again being in the right place at the right time with another interception. That's 2 now. Pay the man. Pay the man. I mean, what else can I say? The guy makes plays all the time. He is an all-pro. I don't care about his age. He is continuing to go up in his play. Like, he is not on a downward spiral. The guy, listen, every single game, he steps up. He makes a play. We have to have that guy. You have to re-sign him. You have to give him an extension. Phillips is feeling it, Chewy. Yes, he sure is. I'm going to get some of your comments here. I'm sorry, they're coming in. Yes, I got that one. Let me get to Mikey, who's in the chat. Was I the only one concerned after the first drive? Defense shut them down after that. I wasn't concerned, Mikey. I'll be honest with you. That's why I didn't text you. See, me and Mikey had this thing during the game where we continue to text each other, right? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, what we like, what we don't like, our typical, we complain a little bit, we give the F yeah, like when a good play happens. I didn't text him after that first drive. At least I don't believe I did. I had a feeling that we were going to find our ways on defense. And that's one thing that Leslie Frazier is continuing to show as a defensive coordinator, that he can adjust as the game goes, right? So, yeah, the first drive wasn't that great, but think about how the Rams did, right? The Rams had their decent drive there too, right? Cooper Kupp scored a touchdown. You're like, oh, the game's close. But then once the defense got going, once they made their adjustments, once they got physical on that defensive line and stuffed Derrick Henry behind the line, the Titans were done. It was over. It was only a matter of time for the Buffalo Bills offense to score again. Henry's on the bench because they have to start throwing the ball. And that's exactly what happened. And guys, let's be real. Let's be real here. And I've been drinking a lot of beer, sorry. When is the last time you saw a Buffalo Bills game that we pulled our players out with like 5 minutes left in the third quarter? The third. Like Case Keenum coming in. Like, throw the white flag up. Tennessee pulled their guys. It was over. Keep it calm. Tommy off channel is done. Wait till we play a good quarterback. All right, Thomas Busy. Listen, I'll continue to say this. I never said Tannehill was top 10 quarterback, but don't get mistaken by this game. Tannehill is a decent quarterback. He's in that middle of the range kind of quarterback. He still is. Listen, he's not Jacoby Brissett, right? He's not that bad. He's in the middle of the range. He can win some games for Tennessee. That's why they gave him a contract. So I don't like that statement by you, only because I hear that week after week. Like, we beat the Rams and it's week one, hold your horses, right? The Rams, Stafford with the elbow, right? So it's like, we'll see next week, so they can stop Derrick Henry. Okay. Now we did that. Now it's all, let's see if they play a better quarterback next week. We could do that excuse thing every game we play that we beat a quarterback, we beat a team this bad, or just beat a team in general. You can't listen. We had guys out. We had Gabe Davis out, one of our best weapons, right? We lost Dane Jackson early on in the game, right? We were missing other players, right? Ed Oliver wasn't in the game, right? I'm just saying. So, you know what I mean? We were limited too. We had some things that weren't good either, and we still dominated, right? This wasn't a close game. If we won and I'm on here, I'm like, yeah, and it was like 24-23, we won. And I'm like, yeah, then I get it. Fine. You know what, man? We barely won against a mid-range quarterback. We won 41-7. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So now what? Next week we go beat the Dolphins. Then I got to hear that, what Tua did last week was just luck, and he's not that good. And you know how Tua is, right? Come on, man. You got to give credit where credit is due. That's all I'm saying, Thomas. You know what I mean? You got the same name as me now. Come on now. Come on, Thomas. Oh, get out of here. Thomas, come on, man. Hey, I'm going to get you a super chat real quick. Chewy. Tommy over 5 on the beers tonight. Go Bills. Yes, I am over 5. Thomas, listen. I'm going to go right back on you on my rant, man. Listen, man. Ryan, listen, it's 2 games in, right? Ryan Tannehill, once again, I'll continue to say he's a mid-range quarterback. He is what he is. But we took away Derrick Henry, right? And then we got on Tannehill's ass. You don't think it's our defense, so you're not going to credit the Bills' defense for what they did. So what about Stafford? So you're going to give the shoulder excuse? Because I don't know. The Rams look pretty good this past Sunday. Just saying. So come on now. You got to stop that, because it's going to be week after week, right? So then what? So we go to Miami, we beat them, then what? Okay, then there's another thing. Oh well, this and that. Then we play Baltimore. Then what? Like, oh, but come on, like you got to give credit where credit is due. The score was 41-7. I guarantee you this: whoever Tennessee plays next week, they will not get dogged out like this. I promise you. I'll put a bet. I will put a bet on that. I guarantee you they do not get dogged out like this. I promise you. So come on, man. Give credit where credit is due, man. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is, man. I ain't give it. Listen, ain't no excuse. This is football, man. We have this football. You come prepared, man. Right? All right, come on. Super Bowl bus, and I fear KC. I don't fear KC. Thomas, come on, man. Come on, man. You're bringing the chat down. You can't fear KC. Listen, we'll see the boys in the playoffs. We'll see how it rolls. This is a different team. This is a different defense. This is a different coordinator calling the plays. We are a different team than we were last year. This is not the tip. This is not the same Bills from last year. I'm telling you right now. I've been saying it. I've been saying the offseason. That's why we did what we did by the additions that we got. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to check something out real quick. I want to see because I like to get some post game here if we have any here. All right. Let's see here. Maybe I can. Maybe I can get you guys some post game. Let's see here. Let me see what I can get for you guys real quick. Let's see here. Maybe I can get you. All right. Maybe I can. All right, let's see. Let's see what I can do for y'all. Yeah. Know how to go full screen on that, yo. Oh, there we go. See who's up. I don't know who's up, but I will continue to talk while this press conference is coming up. Let's see who's coming up. Smash the like button. Yeah, smash the like button, man. I'm in here solo tonight. But let's get back to the game while we're waiting on the next press conference to come up. Whoever's coming to the podium there. I think I missed Josh Allen. Shame on me. I was too excited talking about this ass whipping that we just delivered. By the way, that's 2 ass whippings in a row. So I don't, just saying. So we play Miami next week, guys. Is this our real first test? I don't know. Is it? I mean, why? Because they came back on Baltimore. But by the way, I got to tell you, Baltimore was last against the pass last year on defense, and they ain't looking too good this year against the pass on defense. Should I repeat that again? They were last in the league last year on defense against the pass. So don't get caught up in the Tua show that they did last week, because Baltimore shit the bed. Let's be honest. Baltimore was up, 21 going into the half? Come on now. Like that's on Baltimore. You think Buffalo, this defense, Leslie Frazier's going to do that? Is going to let Miami creep back in a game like that? It's not going to happen. You think our offense is only going to score what? What did they score? 10 in the second half? It ain't going to happen. You saw what we did to the Rams. You saw what we did tonight, right? Listen, guys, it was 41-7. This score could have been, I don't know, in the 50s if we would have kept our offense out there. Let's be real. So we'll see. When we play them next week, I don't see them as a threat. I don't. If our defense continues to play like this, discipline, and as long as Leslie Frazier continues to make adjustments, which he does, we will continue to play at this high level. Von Miller, once again, looked like a dog. They cannot stop him. Jordan Phillips looked like a dog. They cannot stop him. By the way, Matt Milano coming up with a huge interception. Almost had 2. Man, he lay out Malik Willis on that run. Malik Willis will not want to run again for a little bit as a quarterback. I'm just saying. Where's the game next week? It's away. We're at Miami. We're actually on the road 2 games in a row. Miami and I believe Baltimore right after that. Yeah, 42-7. Yeah. And I think Gabe Davis will be back next week. Let's hope for that. Because we missed Gabe Davis tonight. 100%. And, for all the shit that I give to Kumaro for not playing too good when his numbers called tonight, he actually played okay. I got to give him credit. He made some big plays tonight. 2 catches, 50 yards. I mean, yeah. I mean, he when his number was called, he was there, right? So I can't hate on him tonight. He stepped up. We needed him. I will say, the one guy I was telling Mikey that they need to get the ball to in the second half was Crowder. And they did. They did. And Crowder made some big plays there for us at the end there. So, I was happy about that. Also, Sam Martin. Sam Martin, pretty good punter. I got to say, he did a very, very good job. I think we found our punter. I know we only signed him for 1 season, but let's get to the coach here. Good night. Hey, good night, Snowter. Hey, I appreciate you hopping on, bro. Let's see what the coach says.
Okay, time's yours.
Can you open up with just give us some injury updates? Obviously, you had some big ones tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't know probably as much as you want me to tell you here, as much as you expect me to know, but still waiting word. Obviously, praying for Dane and all of them really, Micah. So we'll just see where it goes here. But to date, I think you guys know this already. Dane has, I think, full movement in his extremities, which is good. And I mean, you go from the real part of it here.
See, I told you guys.
Is you go from being a coach to just being a human when I'm out there watching him getting loaded into the ambulance, and that's a real moment. But just praying for him, and
man, I am 2-0 in fantasy. That's right.
Unfortunate situation.
That's how I do. I don't know if Mikey won or not, but I doubt it. Seems like Mikey's making excuses in the Howie and fantasy football.
I didn't look at the time. It felt like a lot of the guys were out there. I think it says a lot about the guys how much they care for each other. And
I'm 2-0, baby.
The game's important, and trying to win a game's important, but there's bigger things, especially at that moment. When their teammates down there. And
I'm gonna let this run for a little bit for y'all, and then I'll put it back down, and I'll get some player interviews for you guys, because I know these can be a little bit long. You guys can watch this later. I just do this for y'all.
Halftime, and he was right up here in the tunnel, so before they took him, so had a chance to talk to him real quick there before they headed out.
Just effort in the run front tonight. Not a lot of language there.
Yeah, thought that both coaching staffs with the defense, offense, special teams, they did a great job. Good game plans, players executed. I thought it was good fundamental football. I thought we were a little maybe erratic early, and we settled in and started playing good discipline.
Nah, you good, Thomas, man.
I should say fundamentally strong.
Listen, you got the name Thomas. You my boy.
We still need to add some
what I mean?
into what we do there.
You my boy, Blue.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back when there's some player interviews here. Let me mute this bad boy. So back to the game, guys. So let me get to some chats here. Let me see if I miss any. You good, bro? You good? And yeah, I do talk a little smack in fantasy when I'm a three-time champion. You know what I mean? I'm just playing, Mikey. I love you, man. Let's get to some of these right here. Praying that Dane Jackson is okay from his injury. The defense is playing like a stampede of Buffaloes. Kumaro is a beast. Go Buffalo Bills. I don't know if he's a beast, but when his number was called tonight, he came through. So I got to give him. Listen, I may dog on certain people, but I'll give credit where credit is due when somebody does good, right? And he stepped up to the plate tonight. So yeah, man. And Dane Jackson, from everything I heard, he had full movement in his legs and arms and stuff like that. So that's a very good sign, guys. So I wouldn't, get BB too worried, but definitely keep him in your, and your prayers, right? So make the call, Tommy. Make the call. I don't know what you're talking about. Make the call. Tommy calling McD. Tommy calling McD and tell him to play Singletary. Yeah, let's get onto that. So I kind of talked about that a little bit. So, listen, are we done with the Moss thing, man? Come on, man. Like, I know he's our second back. I get it. Like, we're limited here, right? You got Devin Singletary, Zach Moss, and James Cook. That's it. But at this point, I gotta say, every time that Zach Moss is in the game, our offense kind of like struggles. It does. I don't think defenses respect Zach Moss. I don't think they're biting on play action like they do with Devin Singletary. When we do give the ball to Zach Moss, it's either like a no gain or he gets caught up behind the line. He just doesn't have good vision, man. I said that a long time ago. His vision is not very good. And for this guy who's supposed to be that short yardage, getting, the 1 yard, the 2 yards that we need, it's not happening. And it sucks because on a 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, like, we should be able to rely on somebody else rather than Josh Allen to get us that yard. And I think that was the whole purpose of getting Zach Moss when we drafted him was, okay, he's going to be that little bowling ball, short yardage back. And it hasn't worked. It just hasn't worked. And for some reason, our offense just doesn't seem to go well with him in the game. Look when Singletary goes in the game. The offense kind of flows, man. It just flows way better. And listen, Singletary wasn't like super impressive tonight, but he didn't. Once again, we were passing like crazy. It's not like he got a lot of attempts. He had 6 carries. That's it. 6 carries, 19 yards, 3.2 average. I mean, got to run the ball more than 6 carries, man. Zach Moss, except for the big run, 5 carries, 17 yards. It was just bad. It was bad. It was just bad overall. James Cook, I wouldn't look into that. 11 carries, 53 yards. It was at the end there. It was against, second, third team defense. But I will say, James Cook is way better on the outside. I said that before. I don't think he's an inside in between the tackle runner. He's just not. His contact balance isn't there just yet. Will it get there? Probably. But you saw what happened. I think it was a toss play to the outside. That's where he broke off that big run, right? So tonight was just a heavy passing night. Josh Allen, 26 of 38, 317 yards, 8.3 average, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, quarterback rating of 128. Beautiful game once again by Josh Allen. Honestly, he made like one mistake, which was I think it was a pass to Kumaro, was short on a 3rd down. Yeah, man, always ride or die, man. Other than that, I mean, Josh Allen played a very beautiful game. Cook looks bad against Start. Yeah, right now, Cook does not look comfortable in there. He just doesn't. Like, his contact balance is bad too, really bad. He gets caught up quick, but he'll get better. He's a rookie. He is a rookie. And it's not like he's a 1st round pick and we're like so disappointed. Like, I give him a little time, but for now, Singletary needs to be the primary running back. And Singletary needs to get, more carries, in my opinion. And he needs to get more snap counts than Zach Moss. I mean, I every time Zach Moss runs out there, I see him in the huddle. It's like, oh man, here we go. It's just not good. It usually is not good. So I hope that they start leaning a little bit more on Singletary moving forward, because it's just not working out with Moss. And honestly, at this point, I wish we would have kept Duke Johnson and cut Moss or traded him or whatever we could have done, because Duke Johnson, I think, would have been a better carrier on short yardage than Moss. Yeah, he does. I mean, maybe not 20, because we are passing offense, but give him at least 13, 14, somewhere around there. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I get it. That's not our style. That's not what we do. But you got to give him more than 6 carries. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, that's not enough. Defenses won't bite on the play action if your running backs are only getting 6 carries. This is not going to happen. Like, I am shocked when defenses bite on play actions against us. I would never bite. That and RPOs. We just do not use our backs. And I understand Moss. I understand Cook. But Singletary is a good running back. Is he the best in the league? No, obviously not. But he's a good running back. He's a good pass blocker. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. Like, he knows where he should be on the offense. He's not confused, right? Like, you got to start using him more moving forward. I just truly believe that. Yeah, I don't get that. Like, I don't get the rotation of Moss and Singletary. I mean, it's just like, and I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. There's no way that even Mikey, who was Team Moss for a little bit, is, I think he had, like, that's it. Like, I think he tapped out. Like, he's not, I think he moved on from the Team Moss. Like, I do. And it sucks because I want Moss to work out. And I always tell Mikey that about certain players that I'm like, I don't like this guy. I don't like what he does, whatever. Like, we all say that. I get it, whatever. But I want our players to succeed. Of course I do. But man, it's like guy's like in his third year, like, and he's still doing what he's doing on the field, which is nothing, gives nothing. So yeah, you got to. I hope Ken Dorsey goes away from Moss a little bit more. I'm not saying totally go away from Moss, but come on, Ken Dorsey. Other than that, Ken Dorsey called a great game tonight. And I still say you have yet to see this offense really you have yet to see this offense in full. Ken Dorsey has yet to really open up the bag of tricks. I'll be honest with you. These two games that I've seen Ken Dorsey call have been very well ran plays, but they're nothing. How do I put this? They're just very effective plays. They're clean, effective, but there's nothing that's crazy. We're not doing any kind of motions. We don't do a lot of jet sweeps. You see what you saw from Dable's offense. Look what you see with Ken Dorsey's offense. The ball's getting out a lot quicker, right? And at first you're like, 3 yards to Diggs, 4 yards to Davis, 3 yards or 5 yards to Knox. Like, it looks kind of like not boring, but we're just taking what's given, right? And then we start opening it up as the game goes on. And that's what I'm liking. Like, that's what I wanted to see a year ago, 2 years ago. And Brian Dable never did that. He never got Josh comfortable enough to get rid of the ball quick. Like, he never called plays to get Josh Allen in a groove, right? I always said, Josh Allen, get him in the groove early. Get the ball out of his hand quick, even if it's a 3-yard pass, 4-yard pass, 5-yard pass. Let him get into that rhythm. Let the receivers get into the rhythm. Then you can open it up downfield, which, look at the first game against the Rams. Look at this game. They're the same play calling. Like, I'm telling you, short pass. 3rd and 3. Okay, 5 yards. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And then second quarter comes, right? The defense is playing tight now because they just think Josh is going quick pass. And before you know it, 40-yard bomb to Gabe Davis, right? 50-yard bomb to Stephon Diggs. He did it tonight. Same thing. And I'm loving it. Like, I absolutely love that. So just wait until Ken Dorsey actually really, really opens up the playbook and gets kind of creative and more fun with it. But right now, I'm loving it. I absolutely love what I see out there. Yeah, bring them on. Like, bring on the Dolphins. I don't care. Like listen, to be honest with you, that this game against Baltimore, I wouldn't, they could be all happy over there in Miami, and kudos to them for a good victory. But you're talking about Baltimore defense that was last in the league against the pass last year. Hold on real quick, guys. You know who these guys are, don't you guys know?
Of course, golf and football, two totally different sports, but they have some correlations. And, he's so locked in. He's so laser focused, man. And, this is my guy right here. I see it on the golf course. You see it in games, man. Like, Jordan, he's going to have a great year, man. It's just an honor.
Got to extend this guy, guys. You got to extend him.
Yeah, huh?
Oh, dude, it's beautiful.
He just played a game. Whenever you start thinking about Super Bowls, man, it's like it's like drinking from a fire hydrant, man. Like, you know, you just got to take it.
And for everyone
one
that
play
says
at a
that we
time.
pay
It's
too much
it's
for this guy
17
right here that's
weeks,
talking.
And, you know, football is a humbling sport.
Yeah.
You're
How
gonna
you
be met
feeling
with
about right
adversity
now,
at
right?
some
How you
point,
feeling
and
now?
we just keep preparing
His
for that
defense is
adversity.
really
You know,
special,
whenever we're
guys.
up, we keep saying to each other, like, don't blink, don't let our foot off the gas. Like, it's a killer instinct. It's a blood in the water instinct. And, you know, I don't know how it was before I got here, but now, like, we
Glad
pedal
you
to
had a
the
good
metals.
time, brother.
We have an attitude of domination.
I wish I was there.
You know, we're not playing the game to just win the game. We're playing the game to dominate the game. And we got a team full of killers, man, and it's led by, you know, our quarterback, you know, our head coach, you know, the leadership on this team, you know, from Brandon Bean all the way down to the janitors and the infrastructure of this team. Like, our cafeteria ladies are just so great. You know,
I'll be honest.
you know,
I'll be on his show
that helps
Friday
out with this team
at
from, you know,
9:30.
Nate and the athletic
Just a
trainers
heads up.
staff,
NFL Overtime
you know,
Podcast.
the equipment guys, Eric Ciano, like, everybody has their hand in this, man. And we just want to take it one play at a time. Like, the Super Bowl is just so far away. So many things that can happen. We want to focus on the now.
We're on point on both sides of the ball.
Teams before us,
this is the most
take it
complete
one game at a
football
time, and that's
team
what we're
I've
trying to do.
seen since the 90s, early 90 Bills. Most complete team. Got to pay this guy right here, guys. Like, honestly, you got to find a way to extend this guy.
The moment that those guys have stepped in the Bills uniform, those guys have just bought into the system, bought into.
I don't want to hear about age. I'm done with that age
just
thing.
Our attitude. There's a standard around the facility, and those guys have lived up to it. You know, just the way they prepare the game, you wouldn't think that they're rookies. And you can tell just by the questions that they ask. You know, they're asking all the right questions, trying to understand, you know, what I'm seeing, what Mike is seeing. And it comes down to, at the end of the day, just
hopefully Mike is all right, by the way,
us on
guys.
the back end, we're all
I know he had something wrong with his neck as well, but
I know
he got up.
If I get a call, I can
good.
tell them a call, and they'll be able to execute it. And so, I mean, those guys are they're ball players, and I go out there any day and go to war with them any day of the week with them. I'm sorry. You know, honestly, before this year, I can't remember the last tip ball interception that
I'll tell you what, Thomas. I'm going to comment on that.
Now they come in, I'll keep taking them. That's all right.
That play Christian made against Derrick Henry in the running game, does that just exemplify the player that he is, just that toughness?
Of course. Yeah, of course. I think him and Kyer both made some big tackles. They obviously, coming into this game, we understood the type of run scheme that the Titans were trying to do, and the corners knew that they were going to have to come up and make some big tackles, and both of them did that. And like I said, those guys prepare extremely hard. Those guys ask all the right questions, and those two guys are two guys that I trust going into the game.
It's on the other side of the ball, but to see Reggie Gilliam get involved tonight with that touchdown, how exciting was that to see for him? Just how happy are you?
I think everybody on this team knows Reggie's ability when he has the ball in his hands.
Good for Reggie,
blocking,
man.
Whether he's running routes, he's just a strong. You call him tight end, fullback, whatever you want to call him. Just an athlete. Get the ball in his hands. He's gonna make people miss. He's strong, and you saw that tonight. It was awesome.
Nah, bro, I don't. I don't. Nah. I'm good, bro.
Yep. Savage Tremaine. I remember when I met Tremaine for the first
Yeah,
time.
I want to mention Tremaine. I'm glad they're talking about Tremaine.
He said, call me Sav, man. I said, Sav, man. Yes.
Let me mute that real quick, guys. So speaking on what you were saying about the trade deadline, the one thing I will say about Brandon Beane since he's been GM, he has not been active during the season at the trade deadline. He doesn't really make moves, I'll be honest with you. So the chances of him making a move at the trade deadline are probably slim. However, games like this is what, when we talk about OBJ, and I know Bills Mafia is like 50-50 on it, right? About signing him. But see, guys, like games like this, let's say this was a playoff game and Gabe Davis got hurt. Mind you, Gabe Davis got hurt in practice. He wasn't even hurt during the game. We had 12 days rest, right? And it was a freak injury. So imagine if we had a guy like OBJ on this roster. Come on, I'll take him over Kumaro. Let's be real here, guys. And I know I understand Kumaro, he did well tonight, but well's not good enough when you get into the playoffs. You need a playmaker. And I still think that's out there. I'm not saying now. I'm not saying go sign OBJ now. I'm saying later in the season, it can't hurt to sign a guy like that for the playoff run. It just can't hurt. Also, I will say this: the Bills definitely need to go out and look for a corner right now. We don't know about Dane Jackson, right? We don't know if Dane Jackson is coming back in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, out for the season. We don't know, right? I love Christian Benford and I love Kyer Elam. I love those rookies, and they're holding down their spot. But once again, though, we are now getting more limited in the corner room, right? So now no Trey, right? Trey probably won't be back till week 8. I'm being honest with you. Be prepared. I've been telling y'all this. I told you guys this in the offseason. Everyone's like getting mad at Tommy. Tommy doesn't know what he's talking about. Trey White's on track to be back for week 1. Well, Tommy has been right. And I told y'all that's a serious injury, and that takes some time to get back, right? 100% takes time. I think he has been axed because he knows he weren't there, but now, yeah. So listen, I think they need to go out and get I don't know who's out there. I'll have to look at the waiver wire, but they definitely need to go out and get a veteran corner. They have to. I'm just telling you guys, because God forbid if Benford or Kyer Elam go down, right? Let's say they get hurt in practice or in a game. Who do you got stepping up, right? I'm just saying. So I think Brandon Beane, Sean McDermott, they really need to go out there and look for a veteran corner to come in for now. At least until Trey gets back, and Dane Jackson, who knows? Like I said, once again, if he's even coming, I have no idea. So that I think is a must, to be honest with you guys. It's a must. We had some scary stuff tonight happen, right? Mitch Morse went down. And luckily, Mitch Morse came back in the game. Thank God. Knock on wood, right? Knock on wood. Came back. Micah Hyde getting hurt late in the game was also a neck thing, but he walked off the field. I saw him doing this, so he'll probably miss a couple days in practice. I have a feeling he'll be fine, good to go against the Dolphins. Other than that, who else got hurt? I think that was it in this game. I didn't see anybody else get banged up. Going on Edmonds, and I'm glad that somebody brought him up, and also Von Miller did bring up Edmonds. Man, dude, I love when they send Edmonds on blitzes. I absolutely love it. He gets home most of the time. Him and Milano. They don't do it much. Frazier doesn't really call that blitz much because we really don't have to. We don't blitz much. But when he finally does call that blitz for Edmonds or Milano, 9 times out of 10, they get home. 9 times out of 10. And I got to say, Edmonds' tackling is on point, man. I was critical on it for the first couple seasons he was with us. He's gotten so much better at tackling. He really, really has. And it's going to be interesting how much money he's going to want when that contract is up. We may not be able to afford to pay him. I have no idea yet. That's going to be true. Let me see here. Knox foot was getting looked. Yeah, he was fine though. Knox came back. So thanks for that. I forgot about Knox too. Yeah. So Knox probably had like a sprain maybe real quick on his foot, but he winded up coming back in the game. So we didn't really have, outside of Dane Jackson, and I want to say Micah Hyde, there wasn't anything crazy bad as far as injuries go, because like I said, Mitch Morse came back. And we really need Mitch Morse, guys, because I forget, was it Rottenborn that came in for Morse? Not saying he played awful at center, but boy, some of his snaps were really low to Josh. And it was scaring me a little bit. I got to admit, it was scaring me a little bit. But Morse came back in, and the offensive line got back to playing their ball. I saw early on Deion Dawkins got blown up on a play. And I was like, oh, you can't have this happening all night, Deion. You got to get back on your A game. And he did. He did. Saffold also made a mistake. I think he got blown up in a play or two, actually. And he actually stepped up and started playing better, blocking better for Josh. But the key to this offense, I really believe, and I see what Ken Dorsey's trying to do now. I see where this offense is going. It's get the ball out of Josh Allen's hand quick. Curls, right? Slants. Let the defense start to pressure us, man, right? Pressure us at the line, then go deep later on. Like that, it's effective, right? And I don't care because listen, like I said before, it may look a little boring at first, 3 yards here, 5 yards here, 4 yards here. But you saw how the games week 1 and week 2 went, right? We started going deeper. We started pushing the ball downfield as the game went on. We're just breaking down the defense. That's how I want to call this offense. Breaking down, right? We break down the defense. And it's worked 2 weeks in a row. And it's looked great. And the defense has looked phenomenal. I don't care. Once again, I don't care if it's Ryan Tannehill. I don't care if it was Jacoby Brissett we played. 41-7 going against an NFL team. Listen, that's not easy to do. And that's back-to-back games where we served it up against another team. Like we came and we dogged them out. We dogged LA out in LA. We came back home, right? And we dogged Tennessee out. And by the way, too, Tennessee came off a loss to New York Giants. You don't think they were hungry for a win? You don't think they heard the chatter that, they got beat by the Giants, that they didn't want to come out and like prove to the NFL world that the Titans are better than what they showed in week 1? Of course they did. You don't think they wanted to spoil our home game on Monday Night Football? Of course they did. They brung what they could. And what they brung was 7 points. That's what they bring. So you got to give credit to the defense here, right? I don't want to hear about who they got, what they don't got. I'm done with that. Like that's listen, it's the NFL, man. You're going to play who you play. And a lot of people had us losing week 1, by the way. A ton of people had us losing week 1, right? So you got to stop that, man. Give credit where credit is due. And this team is really good so far. 2 weeks into it, and we are looking very impressive. We are looking like a Super Bowl team. And I'm so blessed to be on here talking to you guys. I'm blessed to be doing these podcasts, and I love it, man. I love post-game victory podcasts. So much better than post-game losing to the Jaguars. You know what I mean? Like, you want to come on here and talk about doing a post game when you lose to the Jags 9-6. I mean, like that was miserable, guys. So these are fun. Thomas, thoughts on McKenzie? I'm liking Crowder more. So here it is. I like McKenzie. I still like McKenzie. McKenzie had a nice catch tonight too. McKenzie is our speedster right now. But I will say this: Crowder is a solid vet, man. He is as solid as you get. And I was saying it to Mikey going into the second half. Crowder needs to get a little bit more involved in the offense. And they did. They started to go to Crowder a little bit more. I really like his play, man. He, like I said, he's there. He's just there when Josh needs him. And over McKenzie at this point, I would still say no. I still think McKenzie is a big part of this offense, believe it or not. He does a lot of little things that Crowder probably can't do. You know, like I said, the jet sweeps, and the speed element. Like Crowder's not as fast as McKenzie. But I like Crowder's punt return ability. That's awesome. Tonight, he did awesome, by the way. Another game where he was effective, right? Didn't make any mistakes. And by the way, shout out to our special teams tonight, who almost had 2 turnovers on punts. 2. So I'm sorry, we had 1, but we almost had another on the very next punt. So shout out to our special teams, and you see now why Sean McDermott loves special teams, loves special team players. That's why you see Tywan Jones coming back, getting paid, right? That's why you see Siran Neal getting paid. Right? That's why Kumaro is really on this team. It's not to fill in that wide receiver, but tonight he had to. He's a special teamers, and he does it very well, right? Tyler McCavich, right? Great special teamer. So you see now why special teams for Sean McDermott is so important, because of things like this, right? Because I think the score was 24-7 at that point, and we punted it. Yes, it was 24-7. I'm pretty sure we punted it. He fumbled. We got the ball back and we wound up scoring a field goal. But man, listen, let's say we don't get, let's say they get a decent return, they go down, they score. Now it's 24-14, right? Just saying, the game could slowly turn. You saw it Sunday. You saw teams come back. This past Sunday, football was crazy. There were so many comebacks. There were so many teams blowing it in the fourth quarter, right? The Ravens, right? The Raiders, right? So many teams shit the bed Sunday. So many. And the Buffalo Bills are not that team. We are not that team. This is not the same Buffalo Bills team that we're like, oh, here we go, right? Oh, man, like you got to worry about the fourth quarter because we're going to do something wrong. It's not looking, this is just not the team. This is not the same team. Yeah, that was Mikey. I don't know what that was about. Josh throwing it in the middle, getting the ball swatted twice. Low pass. I didn't understand that. Like, luckily we were up and we still made the field goal and we threw up 27-7 at that point. But yeah, it was a bad, that was Ken Dorsey, probably his worst series of the night. So, you know what? It's fine. I think we can forgive Ken Dorsey for the one bad series. And I'm not saying he had, he didn't have another bad series, but that's the one that sticks out the most to me. I know the series we had in the second half, the first series we had going into the second half, started off bad. We had like a penalty and we went back. I think it was 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 20, something like that. And we winded up getting out of that jam. And then the rest of the drive went smooth, man. So, yeah, I mean, I would say that was the worst drive that we had, worst series or whatever you want to call it. Other than that, though, I mean, we're nitpicking here. We're totally nitpicking. You know what I mean? I thought he did. I thought he played very well. The penalties tonight, I'm not sure how many we had. Mikey, if you want to pull that up, because I know you're here. I don't see the penalties. Yeah, if you can pull that up, because I don't. Oh no, here we go. So, see here, penalties. I don't see that. No, Mikey, if you can get that for me, I don't see the penalties. But either way, man, I thought we played a clean game. Honestly, we had some stupid penalties. I know we got away with one. I thought it was Jordan Poyer. Or it was Micah Hyde. It was defenseless receiver, and we got away with it. Like, honestly, like I would have been mad if that happened to us. Like, but it is what it is. Refs aren't going to always get every call or non-call, whatever. They're not going to always get it. But that should have been a penalty. But it's football. It happens, right? You don't get every call your way. So all good. Let's see here. There you go. 2 penalties. It's nothing. So listen, we are playing very disciplined football. Very disciplined football on both sides of the ball. Let's get to the offensive line. Like I said earlier, Deion Dawkins got blown up on one play. Roger Saffold got blown up, I think, a couple plays. Other than that, though, they got right back on their feet. They played very well. Did they play great? I don't know if they played great. I would say they played good tonight. Good. Can they play better? Yeah, I think they can. I really do. Spencer Brown looked like he got hurt, but he was fine. It was like, I think he just got hit in the stomach or something like that. He's playing a lot better this season. Ryan Bates, I don't even hear his name, which is great. So, and Mitch Morse obviously is playing very good too. So, but like I said, tonight, I thought they played good. Not great, good. Their run blocking wasn't that good. I got to say that. We're still like, I don't know what it is on run blocking. We just can't get it right yet. Like we're still not there yet. I would like to see more outside runs, and that's one thing Ken Dorsey can do better. The running up it just doesn't work running up the middle. For some odd reason, we get blown up. I don't. We have to start running to the outside more. I would like to see more outside runs on Saffold and Dawkins' side. And we just don't really do it much. I don't know why. But look at towards the end of the game, and I know they weren't in the game, but I think Dawkins might have been. But the run that Cook did, James Cook, to the outside, look, picked up like 40 yards or something like that. So those runs to the outside, I think we need to start trying a little bit more. We need to give Singletary the ball more on those outside cut runs. The middle just gets blown up. I don't know what it is. 9 penalties for 87. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so we had 9 penalties. So yeah, we got to clean that up if that's the case. I know the Titans had pretty good penalties tonight as well. But overall, it was a pretty clean game. I'm not gonna, like I said, once again, I'm not gonna complain too much on the penalties if that's the case. I don't remember that many, but my God, was it? I know we had a couple 15 yards, so yeah, it's possible, very possible. Other than that, though, Stephon Diggs, by the way, yo, did Stephon Diggs not abuse that rookie tonight? Absolutely dogged him out. That rookie was getting so flustered that he grabbed the inside of Diggs' helmet. Like he couldn't stop him. He couldn't. You listen, even the best, like Jalen Ramsey, have a really tough time guarding Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs going against a rookie, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. I don't care what round you came out of in the draft. Stephon Diggs is gonna dog you out. Plain and simple. He's gonna dog you out, right? He's gonna chew you up, spit you out. Oh, go Pats. We got a Pats guy in here. Hey, man. Hey, all good. Hey, I appreciate you coming on the channel. Hey, kudos to you guys. I gotta say this too. Speaking of the Pats, real quick, you guys beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's offense is terrible. But either way, you guys went into Pittsburgh and beat them. I was not expecting that. And if you look at the Dolphins game when they played the Patriots, it was a lot. The Dolphins only scored 13 points on offense. They look how many. I think what did they score? 40 points on the Ravens or something like that. So that kind of shows you that the Patriots defense is still pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about you guys at all. And I'm not being cocky, Jay. I'm not. But listen, right now, the Buffalo Bills are looking like the best football team in the NFL. And that's not because this is a Bills channel. I'm on here, whatever, I'm being real with you. And I'm not the only one. You go watch other. I got people on here that come on my show on Wednesday that are Bengals and Browns guys, right? And they know the deal. Right? And I get it's only week 2. Right? I totally understand that. But we are dominating right now. We're dominating teams. We're favored for a reason to win a Super Bowl, right? We have a very deep roster. So we'll see when we play you guys. But I try not to talk too much trash. I'm not really a trash talker. Fantasy football, I am. Talk a little trash for fantasy football. But as far as like going, like I don't know. I don't do it good, I guess. Like I just don't talk trash, man. I just like the game to play it out for itself. I don't know who this Jay is. He told you to suck at Apex. Like, yeah. But listen, I don't, Jay, but I do appreciate you coming on here either way. But I just don't, I don't talk trash. So when we play each other, like I said, we'll see what happens. I let the game speak for itself, right? And then afterwards, if you want to come on here, win or lose, you're more than welcome. You know my channel. You know what I mean? You're on here now. So, and we'll talk. You know what I mean? By the way, Jay, I don't know if you're new to this channel, but on Saturdays, I do an AFC East Shakedown show. And I actually have Trevor and Juan, who are Patriots fans. They cover the Patriots. So if you ever want to come on, join us on a Saturday at 6 p.m., I have Trevor and Juan They cover the Patriots. I have Captain D covers the Dolphins, and I have Joe who covers the Jets. So we kind of just all talk about the AFC East and the matchups that coming week. So if you want to come on and talk, whatever, through chat, you're more than welcome, bro. Let's see here. Let's go. That's right. Hey. I love it, man. Yo, was anyone at the game tonight in this chat? I know somebody was earlier. They said they were just leaving the game. I also know Jason Malloy, who's on Saturdays, Backdoor Bills Talk on my channel. He was at the game tonight. I hope you got good footage. If you're listening to this, Jason, I hope you put the phone sideways when you recorded. Please tell me you didn't put the phone normal. You know what I mean? But anyways, I know he was at the game. DJ Stone 716 was at the game. That's my buddy. I'm gonna try to get him on here again, man. He brought the energy when he came as a guest. But I heard, by the way, if you guys were at the game, I heard the parking and the drive there were bumper to bumper madhouse crazy. Jason said he left at 4:45 or 4:30, and he messaged me at 6:30, still looking for parking. So I told him, bro, it's a Monday Night Football game, Bills opener, home opener. You got to leave at like 2:00, bro. You know what I mean? On a Monday Night Football game against the Titans. Oh, by the way, how do I forget to say this? How did that revenge feel? How did that revenge game feel? It was so sweet, man. It was so sweet, right? Because last year was some bull, right? That was some bull jive. Like that was bad. And we owed them, right? Diggs Allen 24, you're damn real, man. But we owed them, man. We did. We owed them that ass whooping, man. You know what I mean? Like, we definitely owed them. And then they beat us the year before, I believe in 2020, when they ran all over us, right? Josh Norman getting stiff arm. You know what I mean? Like, we owed them. And, yeah, man, I don't think anyone will remember last year's game now. You know what I mean? Like, wow, man. So, yeah, Tennessee falls to 0-2. Falls to 0-2. I told you guys this. Yeah, Vrabel's actually a really good coach, Mikey. I will say that. I like him, man. I like him as a coach. I normally don't like other coaches, teams coaches. But yeah, he looked lost, man. Which most teams are. Honestly, look at the first game. Oh, by the way, Bruce Smith. Yes, Mark. Yo, Bruce Smith that dude is a diesel still, man. That dude is in shape still. I would not. He looks like he can play football. Like, honestly, like that dude's a big dude still, man. Thurman Thomas, Thurman Bruce, Shane Biscuit House Machine. Yeah, man. Awesome, bro. But yeah, Bruce Smith was out there today, I think at halftime, talking about, the tragedy or whatever. But yeah, man. But he looked, man, Bruce Smith is a big boy, man. But yeah, going back to the game. So Titans fall to 0-2. Bills 2-0, obviously. We play the Dolphins next week. Friday Night Lights. I'm not sure if Mikey's going to join me because Mikey's on this non-contact injury thing that's going on. I may have to fly solo again. I don't know. But maybe if I do, I'll try to find a guest to come on here with me. But, I could do this thing solo. Let me get to somebody to chat, man. Machine gun, pregame, fuel pumping up the right. Yeah, man. It was, listen, and I said this, me and Mikey cut a podcast in the off season. I don't remember when, but it was called Revenge Tour. Every game is personal. And Mikey at first was like, what are you talking about, Revenge Tour? It ain't Revenge Tour. To me, I feel like it is. This is a revenge tour on the whole NFL, man. Right? We are pissed. Josh Allen is pissed. Stephon Diggs is pissed, right? Brandon Beane, Sean McDermott, these dudes want to win, right? We were 13 seconds away from going to the Super Bowl. Let's be real. We would have beat Cincinnati at home. We would have beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. That's just my opinion. Now, It's just an opinion. But we went into the offseason and Brandon Beane added so much depth and fixed and corrected all of the problems that we had in that playoff run. And it's showing. It's already showing. We're week 2. We're already after week 2 now. We've dominated 2 teams, right? And I don't want to hear the whole, like I said, once again, I don't want to hear the whole Ryan Tannehill crap because Derrick Henry is a beast. We all know this, right? Come on now. We stopped him. Derrick Henry ran for 37 yards. Wait, no, 23 yards tonight. I mean, 1.9 average, yo. Come on. There's not a lot of defenses that could stop Derrick Henry the way the Buffalo Bills did tonight. And that just shows you the depth on this defense, on that defensive line. Missing Ed Oliver, missing Settle. And we still held Henry to under 2 yards a carry. I'm telling you guys, this is a different team. I'm on the, I don't know what that means. Let's see here. Linebacker stepped up large. Yeah, I mean, listen, Mark, I thought the whole defense in a whole, except for the first drive, which who cares? Once again, I almost feel like that's going to happen almost every game, right? And then Frazier adjusts, right? And then it just starts to go downhill for the offense on the other side of the, ball on the team, the opponent we're playing. I just feel like it's going to be like that. But yeah, I thought the whole defense in a whole did their job tonight. Everybody, think about it. The defensive line did their job 1,000% tonight. 1,000%. They stopped one of the best running backs in the league, right? A guy that has speed and power, and Derrick Henry held him to under 2 yards a carry. Did their job. The corners, Christian Benford, right? Kyer Elam, Dane Jackson, until we got hurt, did their job, right? Tremaine Edmonds, Matt Milano were playing like freaks out there, making every tackle, making interceptions, taking it to the house. Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, once again, doing their job. Not only doing their job beautifully. That's why they're the best safety duo in the NFL. Hands down. Can't argue that. You can't argue that. Jordan Poyer, always in the right place at the right time. Can't argue that. This whole defense played great, including special teams. Got a super chat coming in. Ty, we will beat you in playoffs. Good luck against Miami. Whoa. Hey, I don't know what fan you are, Ty. I'm not sure. Oh, let me see here. Who's Ty? I don't know. I know Jay's a Pats fan, but hey, I appreciate the super chat, bro, and you're welcome to come on my podcast anytime, bro. I do appreciate the super chat though. Anyways, I don't know who your team is. I don't know. Maybe you're a Titans fan. Tonight was not your night. If you are, it happens. I get it. But tonight we showed the NFL. We showed a lot of people why this defense is legit and why this offense is legit and why Josh Allen. And I haven't even talked about Josh Allen yet. Let's get on Josh Allen right now. Actually, he was dropping dimes. Yeah. Let's talk about Josh. Actually, I did get a super chat, and it was from somebody. I don't know who. But hey, cool. Like I said, once again, I don't care. Listen, you could be any NFL fan coming in watching my channel. I honestly, I had a Chiefs fan give me the greatest, left the greatest reply back on a video I did, and was like, "Hey, I'm a Chiefs fan, but I love your channel, man. I gotta say." And I said, "Man, damn, that's thank you." A lot of times I get some people coming here to talk trash. And it is what it is. I don't do that personally. I just don't. I don't go to other fan base channels just to talk trash. I don't do it at all. Now, I know some people do, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing to go on someone's channel and hear what they got to say, but I just don't. But if I were, I definitely wouldn't go on there and just talk trash or be a troll. Not what I do. It's just not my style. About our first next Sunday, good Miami won. But yeah, hey, listen, we can't take any team lightly. No, they're not going to bench Ryan Tannehill. Definitely not. Malik Willis clearly is not ready. They're just not going to do it. Not now. Is Malik Willis, will he be the starter next season? Very possible. Very big possibility. And depending on how the season goes, the rest of the way, if it's going bad, yeah, you could probably see Malik Willis going in there, week 14 or something like that. But I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Let me see here. First timer, but yes, love your presentation. Hey, I appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much. But yeah. So back to this. So Josh Allen, because I didn't even talk about Josh Allen. Like I've been talking about the defense, Jordan Phillips, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, right? Von Miller. Did a lot of Devin Singletary talk, Stephon Diggs. Didn't even talk about Josh Allen. Josh Allen, once again, man. Like, what more can I tell you about Josh Allen, man? I mean, honestly, 28, 38, 317, 4 touchdowns, 125, 128 quarterback rating. I mean, the guy is playing out of his mind, man. And what I did like tonight, too, real quick, he didn't run the ball a lot tonight. Did you guys notice that? Very few runs. Very few. What did he have tonight? He had 1 carry. 1 carry for 10 yards. That's it. So I like that. I do. Like, you got to start eliminating that the running for Josh Allen. Keep him clean, right? You don't need him getting hurt on some crazy design run play for Josh Allen. I'm not saying stop it, but this is what I like to see tonight. You know what I mean? You don't need to run him like crazy. And it showed tonight. He only had 1 carry. So, but the passing is unbelievable. Bro, his accuracy's it's crazy. It's crazy how he went from a 55%, I think it was his rookie year, 58% the following in 2019. In 2020, he went to 68% or something like that, 67. And he was 65, I believe, in 2021. And I don't know what it is now, but it has to be really, really good in the high 60s. Let me see. Let me see if I can get you guys a current. I don't know if it's going to say, though. I'll have to look tomorrow when his complete stacks come out. But, yeah, he's up there. So his completion percentage is back probably up into 70% or something like that, or in the high 60s. He is just defenses can't figure him out. I got to be real with you. That pass he did to Stephon Diggs, where, by the way, that wasn't a play for Stephon Diggs. That was to McKenzie. That was supposed to go to McKenzie. And Josh Allen, with his legs, moved around, bought time for Stephon Diggs to break loose and get open, and he threw that ball from the left hash mark all the way to the right, which you're not supposed to do, over your shoulder throw. And he got it there with ease. Like, it's looking, every Josh Allen pass is looking easier and easier for him to make. They are, right? I mean, look at 2018, 2019. He was struggling a little bit on those easy passes, right? And he's just getting them with ease now. Like, everything is coming so easy for Josh Allen now. He's seeing the field so much better. And I mean, the defense is just, they how can you stop that? How can you stop a guy that could throw, a 50-yard pass on a rope? You can't. Like, how do you defend him? That's what defenses are having a tough time with. Because, yeah, he will run. He will take off. He will run you over, right? He will act like he's running and then throw a 55-yard pass to Stephon Diggs. He's just really tough to game plan against. He is. Because, listen, like Lamar Jackson, I'm not saying he's bad. He's good. He's a really good quarterback. He's a former MVP. But he's a little bit more limited, right? Not only that, he doesn't have a crazy amount of weapons right now. Though he played a great game last week against Miami. I still think he's limited in some of his ability as far as passing goes, right? And Josh Allen, I think right now, in my opinion, and I know I'm a Bills fan, and maybe people will argue with me, he is the best quarterback in football right now. He's the best quarterback in football right now. I got to look at the list right now to see like who would be the top 5 in that rankings if I had to do it. But right now, everything that Josh Allen does, I don't think another quarterback can do. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything combined. Like Aaron Rodgers, really good quarterback. Really good accuracy, right? Good deep ball. But he can't run like Josh, right? He doesn't have that mobility like Josh. So he's a little limited there, right? I just think Josh Allen right now, like everything he does, he's doing very great, really, to be honest with you. He's doing great. So to me, right now, Josh Allen is the best quarterback. And that's why I think Vegas has him as the MVP, a favorite to win the MVP. Now, of course, that's all. Listen, I don't go by what Vegas always says. It's cool. And I'm sure everybody hears it in Buffalo, right? Buffalo's favored to go to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen favored to win MVP. And I'm sure he knows, he hears that. He understands. He knows that. But it means nothing until you do it. And as of right now, going into week 3 now against the Dolphins, he's living up to that. And so are the Buffalo Bills, right? The expectations, right? So far. It's early in the season. Injuries happen. Things happen. But right now, as we speak, after 2 weeks of football, we look legit. We look as expected. I had a bed, but yeah, hey, Mikey, have a good night. I'm actually going to answer some chats here, and then I'm off to bed myself. Yeah, I mean, he was dropping dimes, bro. He doesn't. And remember the deep balls that he used to miss? He used to miss a lot, like by like 10 yards, right? Stephon Diggs would be wide open. John Brown would be wide open. He would like way overthrow him. He ain't doing that no more. He's not. He's putting it right there in the breadbasket, man. He couldn't hand the ball better off to him. And that's, Josh Allen wasn't doing that in 2018, 2019, right? 2020 is where he started to do it. 2021 is when he really started to get into that flow, and including in the playoffs. And it's just like, he's just not stopping, man. He's like a locomotive, man. Dude ain't stopping anytime soon, guys. I listen, anybody else in this chat that's on another, fan of another team, I'm going to tell you right now, Josh ain't stopping. Like, he ain't, like, you can wish for it. You can hope he regresses, but it ain't happening, right? And all the haters, everybody that doubted Josh Allen, even when he played better in 2020 and had a great season, right? They still had doubters. He still had doubters. They still said in 2021 he'll regress. I still heard that. And what did he do? He came out and he was the same quarterback, if not better. And he was the best quarterback in the playoffs in 2021. If it wasn't for the 13 seconds, like I said, who knows what the Buffalo Bills could have done. So it's scary how good he's becoming, honestly. And what Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott have done for him and the players that they've surrounded him with is scary, man. It's scary good. So get ready, buckle up, because it's going to be a wild season, man. And guys, I appreciate you guys coming in here, everybody. If I missed your chat, I do apologize, but I am going to bed. It is midnight, and I've been on here for, like an hour and a half solo. So once again, guys, awesome win. Bills Mafia, you guys are the best. Go Bills, and I am out of here. Peace out. Peace. Oh, yeah, that's right. And I do got something. I got the best outro. The best outro. And here we go.
And look at it go! He could go all the way! Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
on a show. Go Bills, y'all. Peace out. I'm out.